Dame Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the left. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, a lot of space. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive. That's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Looking for the score! And that one's way too far for everybody.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking for room. It's locked. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well, incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Creates a little room. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick strike complete. Good, solid tackle.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Runs for the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive.
And the ball is caught inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown! Fighting Irish!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. At the 10, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Mayava. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the first down himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Card in the backfield. It's Sanders. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lemon. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught close to the marker, it's Sanders. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. He's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. It's a seam wide open.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Makes the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
In the red area, it's Jordan. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to barrel in. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He'll go to the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ernie on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On the ground, it's Price. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockby's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Quarterback will keep it. And the Trojans get the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To throw, it's Ncaa. Finds the tight end. Finds some fresh air. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quick completion on the out. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're putting their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On the move. Touchdown, USC. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He turns that loose down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Gets the back moving. Power football with the run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the pass. And wings it incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
The short hands, it's Fields. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Price. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks.
critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab, it's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Hard, and it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man on the right. Goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That's enough for the first down, and the clock stopped. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Why are they throwing here? Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh.